When you're stripping coax, for all the connectors I'm going to show you, all the F connectors, the B and C's, and the RCA connector, whether it's a push-on to a twist-on to compression, you pretty much make the exact same strip on the cable, and which is referred to as a two-step strip. This is where we've got to expose a certain amount of the center conductor on the cable and a certain amount of the braiding. And the industry standard has always been pretty much a 1/4 inch and a 1/4 inch on both of these, on all these connections. So we will strip our cable, and again, if we use one of our standard stripping tools here, the black cartridge strips, the RG6 coax. It's got a backstop on one side so that when I insert the cable all the way through and I strip the cable, that will leave me pretty much about 1/4, maybe 5/16 of a center conductor exposed. The tool has got 2 stripping blades inside of it. One will strip all the way down to the center conductor. The other one will just take off the outer jacketing. The tools also have a tension bar in the very back of them that we make sure we insert so that it's applying some pressure to the front of the tool. It has a cartridge for stripping UTP UTP Category 5E cable, and there is actually an insert here that we can actually use that right there to help me push sometimes a connector on the wire. So a lot of little features to that tool, but with the little tool, the blades in it, we're going to set the tool, the wire in here to it's the backstop. I'm going to rotate this tool a number of turns. And the number of times you go around really depends on how sharp the blades are inside. Now, when they're brand new, you could probably go around a couple times, and would be enough. And then when they're getting older, they might take 4 or 5 turns. And just a regular recommendation on replacing blade cartridges, we would guesstimate somewhere around over 300, maybe 400 strips. You might want to replace these; they're getting pretty dull. So now we just take a look. We're going to apply some pressure with our other hand here, and I'm just going to remove this completely off there, and that removes the outer jacket and the front there, and it creates my little 2-step strip. And all your F connectors require this, and all your the B and C's we are selling here, and the compression RCA's as well. And one of the key features is we normally will tell you to always fold this braiding back. Now the braid is a continuous thing all the way around the outer parts of this foil, and we need to make sure that's folded all the way back, because when all these connectors have little barrels down inside of them. There's a barrel down inside the other barrel, and what happens is that when we go to insert the connector on the wire, that braid is out of our way because that inner barrel in here is going to slip over the foil and then slip under the braiding, helping make a connection. And when you insert a connector on the wire, because that inner barrel's in these connectors, we normally would recommend you kind of rotate them a little bit like that, so we can make sure it slips over that dielectric nicely and doesn't peel back any of this foil. So I just kind of insert it all the way through like that, and then again, all these connectors, like on an F connector, we're going to just push the connector all the way on until the white dielectric is even or flush with the inside of that opening, and then that's ready to be compressed using one of the tools. So that's a basic 2-step strip for all your F connectors and the B and C and the compression RCA that we're going to show you next.